Hello, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf Mega, your source for Red Pill Truth. Got some bad news. Bad news, bad news, bad news. You know, the female influencers are facing winter. It's a predominantly democratically ran cities like New York, or aka the Big Apple, so to speak. Most of them are actually getting kicked out of the apartments. They're TikTok influencers. And, we heard about this TikTok debacle. They're fixing a lot of users are actually going to get kicked off of TikTok. Right now, some people are trying to ban this app. And, we all know who is owned by the Beijing, and they're trying to push all this stupid narrative that destroys civilization while protecting their own people in China. So I'm not going to bash the Chinese. Of course, they make money just like the rest of everybody else. But I think they're doing it the wrong way, anyways. They got a different mindset from the Americans, so to speak. So, United States is a melting pot of different nationalities into one person, which is typically an American citizen, so to speak. So, now back to that story that I'm doing about these TikTok influencers getting evicted out of their apartments. Now, they're taking what they've been given from birth, youth. They've been given youth from birth. They're going out there taking, cameras and filming videos, trying to go out and sell that on, get a bunch of followers. The more followers they get, guess what? The more money they get, so to speak. They make money off of this, I guess. But see, you know what? Now, with the talk of layoffs and all this, winter is coming. Winter is coming. Are you ready to talk about it? Look at this. She's 25. She's 25. Look at this. She's 25. New York City TikTok influencers struggled to rent in the city despite six-figure incomes. This was published December the 5th. It was updated by Adriana Diaz. Adriana Diaz, yes. So, she moved to New York in 2015. Just a Kelsey gal. She had 144,000 with depictions of a fabulous life in the Big Apple. Strutting across the sidewalk with the Empire State Building and all that. I mean, used to people envy this. Now, with this 2020 election and stuff all coming to a close, things kind of took a turn for the worse. Layoffs are happening. Twitter already had about, 75% of the workforce laid off. Facebook, or Meta, is having layoffs of its own. Pretty soon, YouTube is going to have a layoff. All these big techs that used to got real big as they were on a hiring spree, now they're going to have layoffs. Now, this girl right here is 25, struggling to convince rental companies of their income and sign leases in a high competitive New York City rental market. Everything's gone up, but the wages. So she's from New York. She lives in New York City. New York City has the highest cost to rent a small apartment for under $2,000 a month or better. Correct me if I'm wrong. New York's very expensive to live, and you get a little micro apartment. They charge you an arm and a leg for this. Okay, she's been a full-time content creator, and she don't want to go work at a job. Did you know that? Her rent in a two-bedroom in Greenport shot up from $3,900 to $5,485, forcing her to move back to her small hometown of Plattsburgh, New York. Did you know that is a huge increase? Let me show you. Let me tell you how bad this is. Okay. Let me tell you how bad this is. She was paying $3,900 in rent. That is a $1,585 increase in a two-bedroom apartment. Two-bedroom saw a $1,585 increase. Now she's going to have to renege on the lease and move somewhere else. And I'm currently trying to get approved an apartment in New York City. But that's nearly impossible because no one understands my income and what I do. Listen, get you another job on the side to supplement your income. Nobody cares. Rent's going up. You're going to have to supplement the extra income by going to work somewhere else. Get you a second job doing something else besides just putting out content. Shoot. I work at a fast food place and I produce content and I'm not belly aching. And I'm fixing to celebrate my birthday coming up next month. So I'm not going to tell nobody how old I am. So that's irrelevant. And here's another Kelsey. She's 29, built her TikTok following fashionable life. She takes that money, buys all this here. Has people take pictures of her in a fashion and dress up and makeup, trying to make money off of this. Look, winter is coming. You're 29. Listen, the clock is going to strike midnight. Winter is coming. 29, you should have already had a husband and some kids by now. Let's go back up here. Ah, look at that. Look, no ring on the finger. She's single. You know what? And look at this. Influencers, creative, the other gig economy are struggling to sign leases in the highly competitive New York City rental market, despite the city being a major hub for lines of work. More than 1/3 of apartments available for rent in the second quarter of this year becomes available after people are priced out of their homes due to rising rent. Report from Street Easy found out earlier the Post reported landlord evicted entire building of longtime Manhattan artist. Okay, without pay stubs proving the guaranteed salary backed by a third-party company, they said they're having to go exhaustive lengths to keep their Empire State mind a reality, even in case with six-figure incomes. Now she's on TikTok. You know what? Kutzer told in a post he has estimated to earn an astonishing $250,000 this year on top of excellent credit score. That's going to take a nosedive. Her main source of income comes from deals from brands such as Skims and Delta Airlines. They could be sporadic these days. Landlords have their pick of tenants. It's hard to get these landlords who are from older generation to understand what I'm doing. Listen, let me tell you something. The landlord from older generation rely on paper and pen and numbers to keep their stuff going. And you're going out here making videos and getting deals from... Listen. You are banking on your looks. And you're holding that beauty card right now. That beauty card is going to expire. When you hit 40s, it's gone. And you think that's bad? Wait till your user base drops. Wait till the United States government gets rid of TikTok. Go out and find you a job and start putting your pen and paper to work. You're 29 years old. You're fixing to be 30. You hit 35, game over. Many a landlord who knows spoken this says she find a guarantor. Get you a job. Get you 1 or 2 jobs. That's a guarantor. 2 years of pay stubs that she makes 40 times the rent. Go get you a job somewhere. Pay income tax. Leave a paper trail. Oh, you know what? She's not going to do that. She's not going to go work at a public place. She's not going to go work in public. She's not going to do anything else but do content creating. I'm telling you, winter is coming. And being a content creator, if you're doing that as your main source of income, it's going to crash. It's going to fall flat on its face. And you think I'm lying? Keep on doing this. Keep doing your content, and it's going to take a nosedive. I promise you, a person working at a gas station will get their check. But you're making content creating. The users, listen. You go out there, you make content creating. It is going to crash. What goes up must come down. In the gig economy that we're in, it's going to fall. And Marissa Metz, 25, she ain't got very much longer to her looks. She went viral in 2021 on TikTok over her talking about excluding a friend party. All right? So 30%, they're participating in this gig economy. This economy is going to crash. You're over here producing content with a camera, and it's going to crash. I'm telling you. And you think people are going to flock over here to their devices and look at this? It's going to crash. The landlords do not give a damn about your content. They don't give a damn about the money that's coming in. You know what? You know what? The cost of living has gone up. And you're over here recording videos and you're putting your. Now, look at this. She's got her own phone. She's got a laptop. All this stuff is going. It's all this stuff right here is going. It's going. This is going to crash. Right now it's going up, but it's going. It's going to crash. Nobody listen. This social stuff right here that you're doing. It's not all about trust. Listen. If you go out and you work and do a job, an employee at a gas station working hours upon hours is going to get a paycheck for her time she worked. Now that side of income shows taxes, deduction, and paper trail. And that's real money right there. And listen, Ms. have lived in New York for 3 years, paying about $1,000 in monthly rent for apartment shares in East Village in Brooklyn. Social media career took off. Social media career is going to fall right on his face. They're laying off people. It's going to fall down. And she said she's going to make $100,000 this year. She ain't going to make no $100,000. I'm telling you. As she gets older, the income is going to drop. I'm sorry, women. Winter is coming. I literally had to beg my landlord. She wrote in the cover letter every invoice that I made this last year. I gave proof of income. Everything they still said I didn't make enough. I don't have enough proof, so they wanted a guarantor. Well, don't you blame them? I mean, just getting on here and making content as your main source of income is a very bad idea. And I'm not the only content creator that said this. I don't know how many of you may know of Coach Greg Adams or Free Agent Lifestyle. He said the same thing as well. If you get on YouTube and that's your main source of income, get you another source of income as a backup. And he's right. And I'm seeing this firsthand. Okay? Miss eventually gave in and paid the extra $1,500 to secure a third-party guarantor and sign the lease. And $2,500 a month bushwhack apartment in November. Obsessive hunting. If people don't recognize little things like keeping the city or the artist, nobody cares. And okay, well now those old generation landlords knows exactly what these ladies are doing. It used to go by another name. Yep. You know what? Alright, they say nobody rents to them because they don't have pay stubs. Easy solution. Just tell the prospective landlord you will pay rent up front 6 months to a year. Any landlord will take the real upfront money over check stubs, pay stubs. What does the pay stub mean? The person could get fired the day after moving in. You're right. So she says you couldn't afford the rent, so how in the heck is she gonna come up? You get, just producing content without pay stub, guaranteed salary, backup, third-party company. Third-party company is the employer you work for. All right. And right now, there's a renting scamming going on. And as someone named Clay Bixby here stated, back in the 90s, friend rented an apartment to a who offered 6 months up front. After 6 months, he stopped paying rent. No, it takes 6 months to evict a tenant. So he paid 6 months up front and got it half a year free. And there's scammers going around gaming the very one-sided tenant laws from New York City. Are you getting the picture? You cannot go around. People are waking up to this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, wow. She's showing off your inside? Really? Does that look promising? I wouldn't want to live in there. You know what? Today's lesson is when there is a hole in the system to game and scam people, pretty soon people are going to wake up and finally realize and smell the coffee brewing and put a hiatus to it. Just remember, it takes one bad person to spoil the rest. All right? I hope this video is